saying good. Me and you are not good, man. We'll be on this.
To be fair, we have had a lot on,
I don't know.
and I think everybody understands that.
I know, but I want to try and get
I know.
sorted, man.
I know.
Well, good morning. It's the Terminator. I shouldn't be here yet. I should be up. What have you
Well,
done to
you can
me?
still talk.
Like I say, I shouldn't be here yet. I should be over there. Yeah. Just bear with us, guys. I mean, people, peeps. Fucking guys, man. Why do I say guys, mate? I don't know why I say it. It does me head in. I do my own head in with that. Yeah, that's the one we want, isn't it?
Can we share the screen?
Up here. Yeah, I'll show you. Tell me when you want
Good
to share it.
morning, everyone.
So it's that one, isn't it? The last one. So we can get rid of that. Just let me have a look at it, see if I can. Yeah, we can. We can.
How's everyone doing today? It's freezing outside, isn't it?
Oh, here we fucking go, man. Yeah, down, man. Hello, good morning, fat man. Fucking close the door behind you. That's all I'm bothered about today, mate.
Proper bully barging through.
I know. Fucking bullies, mate. Bella, man, I swear down, Bella.
You can just see your tail flapping
No,
about.
I'm on about last night, middle of the night, man.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't come to bed till, I don't know what time I come to bed, about 12ish, I think. No, it was after 12. I was sat here looking at Play Stories and that. I found it wicked. I'm supposed to be out reporting today, guys, but listen to this. It's too good to fucking miss, so you better listen to this. What's up, Buster Man? What's up with ya? What's up with ya?
Wants to get in the middle.
You're not getting in the fucking middle, mate. Unlucky. Fucking always in the middle.
Oh,
He's getting in the middle.
come on then.
Oh, here we fucking go.
How are you up then?
Are you coming up or not?
Come on then.
Ow, man, me fucking foot bust, I swear to God.
Buster wants to join in again. I think Buster likes his addiction lives. It's the Buster Show.
He won't do it if he's tired. He tries to bite your hand off if you do that to him. I don't fucking swear down. Fucking swear down. Fucking swear down, Buster. Fucking
We need to change the
Change the what?
name on the title on screen.
What title?
Oh, Mel, Darren and Buster.
Look at. Alright, Buster. Alright, mate, I love you. Even though you do my fucking head in on addiction labs.
Hi, DJ. Nice to see you here.
It's not the right one, that.
Oh, right. Isn't it?
I don't think so. No. I don't know. I think it might be. It could be.
Oh, it's good, that shop, isn't it? Hunters.
Have you been? Have you been in the dog shop? Oh, Buster, man, here we fucking go. Close the door behind you. No, closing the fucking door behind you, Buster. It could be the right DJ. He's got the right picture. Could be. Possibly. Welcome to the Darren and Mel Addiction Live.
Featuring Buster.
Featuring fucking fat chops. But listen, guys, I've got some good information for you. You might want to listen. Oh, Bust, I swear down every time I close the fucking door, you do it all the time. I swear down. I'm sure they do it on purpose, man. Please don't do this. Not today, Buster.
Would
Yeah,
they do that?
fucking does. Look at the state of the chairs. All the fucking £1,200 fucking table, man. It's fucked. I haven't even had it fucking 3 months. It is, man. Tell the truth. It's fucked. Got my OCD on the go, man. You, man. But anyway. But yeah, we shouldn't let them on the chairs, you know, babe. Look at the state of that. But anyway, it needs thing, we know. What's it called? Fucking thing. Watch out for that one, Might be Kingston. We blame Kingston anyway. I'm not blaming. I'm not blaming me because I only sit in one seat, and that's the king seat, not the king table. You sit in the queen table, don't you? I mean, yeah, don't you? I've got a bad stomach. Yeah. So what I was going to say, guys, before I was rudely interrupted with Buster and his what the phone's called? Maribor. So I was up last night and I was Googling away. I was like a proper little, I'm going to be a proper reporter, you know, but I am a proper reporter. Keisha, you're going to Dad's at 2 o'clock, mate. If you're saying, listen, Kingston, listen, right? If you're saying you're poorly, right, you've organised to go to Dad's. He's hard work late again. Right, anyway, where was I? Yes, I was away, Googling away. I'm going to be at I'm getting a press association card. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to get a press association number. I am. Got bad stomach, mate. So, it's DJ, you know what? Still. Are you still here, DJ? I can just see Bella's tail.
Can just see your tail going like that past the window. It's quite amusing.
I was going to tell you about Bella in the middle of the night. Anyway, so I was Googling away for stories last night. I've come across a wicked story and meant the best kind of police station that you're driving, mate. What when someone's driving me up my wall? Not you, babe, dog.
Somebody's driving me. Somebody's driving me up the wall as well.
I know, man. I'm fucking sick of trying. I'm training today. I'll train. Close the door. I can train Bella to close the door. I know, but the fact I could.
More of a teenager.
I know, he's hard work, isn't he, babe? So I found this wicked story. Wicked. I tell you what it is, man. I remember when I used to be an auditor. It'd be this police station. It'd be audit and gold. Where down, man? You know the layout and that what you meant. But anyway, when I get there, and I'm going to unleash loads of positivity and get this story out in Main Street. But I can't go out on Monday because it's closed. And plus, it's too fucking windy, man. Do you know what I mean? If I'm honest. So yeah, I found.
You might get blown away.
Okay. They will get blown away when I start reporting. I'm telling you, blow them clean out of that fucking police station. Comfortable zone. Get out, man. We're out on yous, mate. We're making it public now. We're making it public, man. Without a press association badge. We're coming at yous. No, but don't get me wrong. I'm going to do some positivity stories on them as well, because he is positive, you know, guys. Can't just tell them all with the same brush. Murdering bastards.
Could do some, like, positive stories on the dogs.
I was looking for dog section last night. It's funny you should say that. I was looking for the dog section.
This dog saved this child from drowning and stuff.
I don't think they should have fucking police dogs, them cunts, man. You know what I mean? And police horses, they shouldn't have them. You know what I mean? Sending fucking animals into fucking dangerous situations, man. You know what I mean?
But it's not all dangerous situations, is it? Like, look, to do search and rescue and everything, don't the police with dogs?
No, they send horses in and all that, man, to fucking riots and that, man. It's fucking, you get yourself in. Instead of sending a horse, get the water cannon out, you know what I mean? Fucking sending a live animal in. Oh.
Anyway.
Don't get me started. But they shouldn't they?
I'd like to get,
admit it.
I'd like to get Bella involved in...
Send the water cannons in, give us a bath, man.
I'd like to get Bella involved in all the search and rescue.
We were going to, weren't we? We were going to. She'd be shit at it. I'm going to find me video of Bella.
If I ever get lost up the moors or something, Bella would find me.
Wouldn't get lost with Bella, man. right? The only thing we'd done with Bella, like, scent work, was like I found and treats in the flat. And then I got her, she was only tiny. Wait till I found it. I swear down. First ever time we'd done it, she went off and hid, and I swear down, her nose was down. I was like, found her! Swear down, man. She fucking shit off, but when she found you, she was attacking. Don't you leave me!
Yeah, it was funny. Yeah, I saved Rocky and Buster from a bad place. We got Bella from a pub though, didn't we?
Yeah.
But Buster was rescued, and so was our Rocky Roo.
I miss Rocky, man.
He was a legend, Rocky. He would.
He was on the day, we got a fucking letter off the place. Oh, you did. Saying that they're going to fucking come and take him and put him to sleep. Dickheads. Because he isn't third party of children no more. But yeah, last night we was fast asleep after I'd done my little googling stories, and I swear down, fucking Bella was going off it. Off it, man, like off it. She's only ever done that once before, and it's been in this house as well.
I think it was the wind last night because it was making a proper racket.
You went down to say it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did she have all the hackles up and that?
She was like staring at the window, and it got me a bit paranoid at first. So I was looking out the window, there was no out there. So
I was fully as mate, I'd been like down.
So I looked out, seeing there was no out there. So I opened the crate. So
I only had my shorts and I was thinking, I'm not getting out this fucking bed in this freezing cold. You can't snipe me, man. No, don't snipe me, man.
So yeah, I let her out, and she ended up running upstairs and like giving me a kiss, and then
I've got to
snuggled
stop
up.
that sniping stuff, man, because I have that sniping in my brain for years, you know. People are like me. I'm trying to snipe.
So as I was saying, she came running up, jumped on the end of the bed. Buster decided he wanted to be under the covers on my side of the bed, so I ended up like squished up in the middle. Both dogs sprawling out, Tob sprawling out, and I'm like that in the
I don't
middle.
sprawl out, I'm a skinny little bastard.
You have your legs all over.
All over. So anyway, guys, welcome to Addiction Lab this morning.
Anyway.
Swiftly moving on. So, you know what's coming, don't you guys? You know what's coming. I mean, every time I say that, you fucking hit me, right? Don't want to say that, man. Don't want to say, guys, what's the date? The 12th. Tomorrow, we are 7 years.
Woohoo!
7 years. I was going to say sobriety, but there's no fucking sobriety in it.
There is. I've been sober all the way through, you dickhead.
I don't know. I'm okay. You know what I meant? I've been fucking tortured for 7 years. I mean, I've fucking loved every minute of it. No, I don't know where I'd be without you, you know that.
Yeah, our fence has lasted, actually. I'm impressed. Me bodge job's like
Your
work.
bodge job?
Yeah.
Okay, babe, I know. I was just getting supervised, wasn't I?
Yeah.
I was just getting supervised, mate. That's why if I ever think we like get a business like that, like I'm gonna call it Budget and Scarver. Oh man, kiddies. Congratulations on what?
Our anniversary, you muppet.
Oh yeah, that's tomorrow, that mate. She hasn't made it yet, Paul. Oh, no.
There's still time.
She hasn't made it yet, mate. Yeah, tomorrow, 7 years. Fucking 7 years. 7 years. We're going to watch it, kid. It's funny you should say that. We're going to watch it. I fall asleep watching movies, but I think I'll stay up with that one.
It's a Mally, you'll stay up.
I put this thing on called...
That's what I said I want to do. Go and see Dog in it.
We put this thing on, well I did, called Money Heist. I swear down. If I watch anything on the telly, you know, and I'm not like proper interested, I just fall asleep. But that Money Heist had me on the fucking... I just proper binge watched it. I loved it. Class, wasn't it?
Yeah, that dog looks class, doesn't it?
Thanks, Dave. Gypsy Dave.
Oh, thank you, Paul.
Keep telling her that, mate. She's got a backpack and everything now.
No, I haven't.
I know, but it'd be me who had the backpack, wouldn't it? Get out! Never had none of that in 7 years. None of that, get out. None of that splitting up and
Have a
getting back
good
together.
day, DJ.
DJ! I've arrived at my secret location, so I'm off with Mr. Drone to have a good time. Okay, mate, we look forward to seeing you there, content in about 3 days' time. No, he does. He goes out, man. So he does it right, DJ. Really, when you think about it, everything about his channel, he does it right. Doesn't get involved in no bullshit. You know what I mean? And if there is bullshit going on, he removes his fucking picture off the street, as you do. I look and I think, yeah, you've got it boxed, mate. Keep doing what you're doing, DJ, because you're fucking doing the class, mate. But Terminator's coming to catch you now. Watch, DJ. I'm coming on your tail. Right. Anyway, mate. Why don't? Oh, you could have stayed till I read this. Look, DJ. There's only one page, but if you have to go, you have to go, mate. When you need to go, guys. So February the 12th, and it's called Living in the Moment. So we regretted the past, dreaded the future, and we weren't too thrilled about the present. Sounds about right. So until we experience the healing that happens when we work the 12 steps, it is doubtful that we can find a statement more true than the quote above. Most of us come out meetings hanging our heads in shame, thinking about the past and wishing we could go back and change it. Our fantasies and expectations about the future may be so extreme that on our first date with someone, we find ourselves wondering which lawyer we'll use for the divorce. Almost every experience causes us to remember something from the past or begin projecting into the future. At first, it's difficult to stay in the moment. It seems as though our minds won't stop. We have a hard time just enjoying ourselves. Each time we realise that our thoughts are not focused on what's happening right now, we can pray and ask a loving God to help us get ourselves. God to help us get out of ourselves. If we regret the past, we make amends by living differently today. If we dread the future, we work on living responsible today. When we work the steps and pray each time, we discover we're not living in the present. We'll notice that those times aren't occurring as often as they used to. Our faith will help us live just for today. We'll have hours, even days, when our full attention is focused on the current moment in time, not the regrettable past or the fearful future, just for today. When I live fully in each moment, I open myself to the joys that might otherwise escape me. If I'm having trouble, I will ask a loving God for help or reach out to someone positive. A mentor, whatever.
Buster's down
What
there.
do you take out of that then? The man Buster's down there trying to escape that.
So yeah, it's hard sometimes, especially when you've got a lot on to keep it in the moment. But I do try. I do find it easier today than in early recovery, because it was all that carnage of my past was still there, and I knew I had to make my amends, and then I didn't know what the future would hold. I didn't know who I was,
Hey, Buster, come here.
or anything like that. So,
Come.
But still, sometimes, I'd be lying if I didn't say, my head doesn't wander sometimes, because I am only human. But I do try and bring myself back quite quickly. But I do think there is a difference between planning something and living in the future.
Oh, then, Buster.
Because you can plan things.
Come on,
Come
on, Buster.
Without projecting. So it's okay to make plans. So it's not saying never make plans and just wing it. Because sometimes you do have to make plans.
Sorry, Buster. He's loved, man. Just like her. We won't say her today. We will not see Bella. She'll pop in every now and again to check you're alright and then fuck off again, man, because the wind's blowing.
Yeah, I think sometimes when we, it's like if you book a holiday, you've got to plan things. But sometimes we fall into that trap of living in the holiday before we've even got there.
Remember how long we had our cases back from the first time we were going to Jam Rock? I always wanted to go to Jam Rock to smoke the real sticky icky. And they were giving me it, man. No falling over to try and give me it, man. Guys, because I loved it, didn't I? I loved it, man. Can't go out in Jamaica. I said on your own. Go and have a look at my videos of what was on my Facebook. Posted something last night. Some of my memories from Jamaica.
And everything we've been through in life shapes the person we are, but you can't keep hold of that.
I like that what John Kendrick said there, like,
That's what I was just saying.
thanks Amanda. And if you're sending us a card, I'll tell you. Like, Miss Tobbs is a bit shy, but I'll tell you. If you're sending us a card, right, we only accept anything from £20 notes upwards, of course, guys, you know.
Dickhead.
No, do you know what, man? I'll have to make sure that she looks after me no matter what. Huh?
Yeah, I'm exactly the same, Amanda. I don't want to.
I bet he could as well.
Don't want to forget anything.
He could as well, Andy.
I know, bless him. But I just love the fact.
Thinking about that, man. Because then sometimes when like, you'd have to shout at a dog, though. It's all in the tone, you know.
But I just love the fact that he's like comfortable with me now. You know, because it broke my heart first because it's not normal.
He was glued to me when he first came, wasn't he? Out the two of us, now he's more glued to you, isn't he?
It's not normal.
Because he knows he's got you wrapped around his paw.
But it's not normal for dogs not to like get attached to me straight away, is it?
No. Any dog as well.
Any dog just gets attached to me straight away. You know, and you could tell he wanted to come for like strokes, but he was really apprehensive, and it broke me heart.
Didn't take him long, though, to be fair.
No, less than a week, and he was my Velcro dog.
He's still not very good at when we have to go out and leave him fucking yelps and yelps and...
But that'll come in time.
Look, babe, we can't keep them eyes open, you know, guys. That's Buster all arm just wants to sleep, man. Eat, sleep, eat, sleep, eat, sleep. So, yeah. What do I take out of the juice for today? I remember, you know, being in the past.
Morning, Mom.
More in the past. I used to be in the past, more. But saying that, I did used to be in the future as well, at times. And if that didn't happen, or fucking if I'd have said that, or if I'd have been in that bush, and this fucking that, wouldn't been able to do what they done to me. Or if it was one-on-one and all that fucking palaver, and then I'd fucking be obsessing. Anyway, I'm not going to start saying that, am I?
Yeah, I get told off for feeding these, like, junk food.
No, you shouldn't, because it's bad for them, babe.
But they like it.
It doesn't matter. I like drugs, but they're not good for me. Do you know what I mean? It's true every now and again, and even every now and again they shouldn't just start giving them the fucking back on the raw of the door. Yeah, and I can still do that. I can still be in the future. I used to do things like what it is, man. This is I swear I never told you this. I used to do things like this, right? I used to think, like, if I win the lottery, right? I didn't put the lottery on. If I win the lottery, I put myself in detox bar. That's it, because I couldn't see a way of me getting clean. I couldn't see a way of me escaping, even like methadone. I couldn't see it. So then I heard about this detox bar, and I thought, yeah, that's the answer, man. That's the answer. And I generally thought it was the answer as well, because back then, before I knew anything about look at that man, she's fucking ranched. That dog's ranched, but in a good way. Before she is. Yeah, so I used to think then I didn't know nothing about recovery. I used to just think it was a case of putting the drugs down and then everything would be okay. I used to think I'll put myself in detox bar. And if I see a homeless man and all that, I'll just give them like $2,000. I used to think mad things like that, you know, guys. For one, I didn't put the lottery on. So for two, I was never going to fucking win the cunt. But three, if I did, I would have done them things, mate. I know that. But what I know now is just put myself in detox bar and then expect myself to be fixed. I know that wouldn't have been the case. You know, because I'd have been left with a little boy who picked them up. Or picked the drugs up in the first place. You know, but How many things this morning? It was 6 yesterday, wasn't it? We'll stick to 6, or shall we go?
We'll stick to 6 for today.
Mama Marlo, have you heard out of JJ? I know, because he hasn't been. This is three sessions now, or 3 labs sessions, 3 labs that he hasn't been in. I have emailed him last night. Well, I'm thinking might not have any internet. I just hope he's okay, man. So yeah, I wait on Mama Marlo answers, and then okay. I hope you're all right, brother.
Yeah, just when we hadn't seen him, we were a bit concerned.
Yeah.
But as long as he's okay, then that's good enough for us, isn't it?
Yeah, that definitely is. As long as you're okay, that's the main
But
thing.
you kind of get to know, like, the regulars, don't you? And if they're not here, you do get worried.
So, guys, 6 things in the chat, please. I'm not going to go first. No, I am going to go first because I'll start pitching people's. 6 things that we're grateful for this morning. If you don't want to put it in the chat, guys, and you know the script by now, then just visualise it. If you would, for us, please. So, what am I grateful for then, eh? I'm grateful. I've just been warned about putting 12 13 on the pub table and he's wrecking the chairs. I'm grateful that I'm in a position to even have a table like that. I'm grateful for the dogs. Grateful for my family, even Kingston, who's been at hard work lately. I'm grateful for bereaving a day. I'm grateful for that just for a day bulk. I'm grateful for the addiction labs. Is that 6? That's 6, isn't it? I didn't even have to think and pause there. So that's good.
So-
Alright, Jerry, hope you're well, man. So 6 things that we're grateful for, guys, in the chat, or visualise.
I'm grateful for the dogs, family, all you lovely people in the chat. I'm grateful that I haven't murdered Darren in the 7 years we've been together.
What? Murdered Darren?
Murdered.
Oh, murdered. Murder, she wrote.
No,
That's
that
4.
was a joke, but no, I am grateful.
So
that,
I would then, that's 3 anyway.
yeah, so I am grateful that I am in a stable relationship today.
Stable relationship, me in a stable relationship, that blows me away.
I'm grateful that we have got a nice house. I'm grateful for my steaks that Darren's going to cook for my tea. Woohoo!
There you go, guys. And if I do say so, right, let's have a look, see if anyone put any, because I don't want to miss anyone if they have. Right.
Hey,
Come on, guys.
Tim.
Rain's dropped off. So out with the dogs. Earphones in and listening in. Go on then, Tom. Respect. Right, so let's have a look, guys. Just bear with me. A bit like Cheese, the place where everybody knows
Yeah.
your name. You know, mate. Well, yeah, tune. Wow, mate.
But with
Good to
coffee
see
instead
you.
of beer.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah,
And
man.
we're always glad you came.
Well, yeah, how do we in shite, man? I'm grateful for a roof over our heads, family, dogs, food, central eating, everyone here. Respect, Amanda, thank you. I'm grateful I have eyebrows as I'm bald. Okay, man. Family, health, drug free. Go on, having it all. Kendra, that's 5. John, if you can get one more, that would be appreciated, kid. Oh, he's that Lordy, man. Should we block him?
Behave yourself.
Morning, Lordy, hope you're well, lad. I am good at cooking steak, though, mate. Know what I mean? And a bit, tell the truth. If I get my head on and do it properly,
If you do it properly rather than sulking. 'cause
instead
when
of being resentful that I'm cooking.
Yeah. Because sometimes he goes, I'll cook, and then I hold him to it, and he gets really pissed off with it, and he cooks it wrong on purpose, and it's like chewing like old leather.
I'm grateful I can speak, as no one would understand me. My brother, starting up positive energy. Where's that gone? Where's that gone? Oh, grateful for the things that I fucking let it flow up like there. Where's my brother starting up positive energy? Kick back, people. Go on, man. Grateful for things I have now that I didn't have before. Go on, then.
Hey, JJ.
Here he is, man. Respect, kid. Good to see you, man. Good to see you, mate. Hi, Mrs. Top. I'm just in the background, mate, but still here from start to
Oh,
finish.
nice
Respect, mate.
We were just getting a bit worried because we hadn't seen you, that's all.
See that, man? I see seen the name there and a fucking big smile on me, but you know what I mean? And no, but you do start to worry about people, don't you?
You know, especially now we've got like a group of people that come regularly. It's like when Mum went here the other day, we were like dead panicky as well.
You know, it's mad, isn't it? You know, it is mad. I think fucking hell, back in the day, I wouldn't give a fuck, mate. Do you know what I mean? That's the truth, guys. But today, I would have given a fuck, but I wouldn't have been my fucking first concern. Do you know what I mean? Because I believe I've always had a good heart, mate. In fact, no, I don't. I know. Grateful for waking up, for family, for the friends I have made, both here and in heaven. Oh, go on, respect. My dogs, farming at home, and being able to be physical.
Ooh.
Andy, we like a lot.
How are you getting on with your walking?
You've got it all on your dog. We're saying that we have here, really, but you're closer to it. You've got Osmoverly and all that, haven't you? You can go, what's that pub called? Where you went before? Right,
Fox and Hounds up
Fox and Hounds, you
Scholar.
can go up, right up there. It's lovely up there.
Target Woods.
You know what I mean? Most importantly, I'm grateful for life. Good, go on, Gypsy Dave, I like. Mum Marlo. Grateful for my kids, go on, pets, my cleaning products, my home, my food, and my friends. Respect. Being alive now, family, and you guys helping people, developing tools to help themselves. Respect, Paul. You know, it's not just about me and Mel, it's yours as well, you know.
We're doing it together, aren't we?
You know, so for example, you know, Manda and Mama Marlo come up and share, and Chris come and share the experience, you know, and at the end of the day, we don't know how many people were listening in the background as well, and how many people took something positive.
Thanks 3 times.
Respect, 3 times. You know, so I say it all the time, man. You know, I even used to say on the Top channel, you know, there is no Top without yous, and there is no Addiction Lab as well without yous. There is no help, even if you haven't been up on the stage and you're sharing your experience in the chat. You know, you don't know how many people that's out. Even if it's just out to one.
Even just that acceptance can, like from all you guys. I think sometimes we're that scared that we're not going to be accepted, but you know, when we see all the support and acceptance in the chat, it blows us away, doesn't it? And that in itself can mean the world to somebody.
I'd have fucking took the dogs, mate. Fucking bastards. You know. And that's it as well, you know. So these police, going back to police dogs and all that, right? Listen to this, right? So some of them don't even take the police dog home with them, man. They leave them in the fucking kennel, but some of them do. But then when they retire, right? So obviously, if you're going to take your dog home, right? It's fucking the police dog's then a pet when it's at home with the family, and then when it retires, they'll give it to some fucking stranger. I'd be like, fuck that, man. I'm keeping it, mate. You know what I mean? I'm keeping Buster. He's my work dog, but he's also my fucking buddy. Do you know what I mean? I can't get my head around that, man. I can't do shit, man. You know what I mean?
I think a lot of military people.
And the way them are trained, them police dogs, you know, don't be fucking fooled, mate. They're fucking getting fucking.
I think a lot of military people
about,
keep the dogs. They get medals and everything.
What,
military
dogs.
I
don't know. I don't know too much about
they get They give all their like animals and that like medals.
Yeah.
Mm.
Just got a little email.
But because obviously when they're on tour and everything, they like spend 24 hours a day together and that, so they build up a really strong bond.
Email you back soon, my mate. Yeah, because I said that I'm going to email, but I just woke up last night. I'm grateful, actually. I'm going to go for the next one that I have got the ability to think about people.
And it was a Mali that actually went and got Osama bin Laden as well.
Yeah, it was a Mali that helped, wasn't it?
But they have got such an amazing sense of smell, haven't they? The service dogs.
The Malis have got
but that's
exceptional sense of fucking running, everything to do. Malis.
That's what the military uses, isn't it? You can like think like there's if you ever get a chance, look at Monkey the Mali on YouTube.
He's class.
The stuff that he can do is unreal.
And what it is, he says as well, I watched one of his videos, so he's American, this guy. He said what it is, he's not like, what's it called, pure pedigree. He is a pure Mali, but he said he's a $300 dog, and I swear to God, fucking things that monkey does, man's unreal. Plays hide and seek and everything, doesn't it, with the kids? It stands on its two legs with its paws like that on its head, right? Fucking counts, and then they shout, come! And then it goes and finds a little lass. Fucking class.
It does obstacle course like Wipeout and that.
Yeah.
Rides a skateboard, it's class.
And a scooter.
Yeah.
And what it is, he does offer training. Even it was in England, but over like I don't know how it'd work that like over Zoom or WhatsApp. I'd love to get actually. That's what I'd like to do, mate. Get like to be like I can't have full train Bella myself. I swear down apart from the touch and watch me. Everything else he's being taught by.
I won't mind getting a little obstacle course in that garden for if you'd love it.
Everything else he's being taught by me. And I'd love to be a proper dog trainer. Even body language. I can't, not all body language, but I know enough like to think, fucking step. People think because the dogs are wagging the tail that they're excited. Doesn't, man, you know. And I showed them a wicked example last night where Bella was fucking barking and all the apples were up, but the tail was wagging. And she was in attack mode there and someone was coming in. All it means when the tail's wagging that, what I said last night is the switched on, but what I mean is they're thinking about something. Don't get me wrong though, they don't wag the tail when they're excited as well, like, but people get fucking bold and think, oh, the dog's wagging its tail, I can go and stroke it, man. I seen a video, I think it was on YouTube or Facebook, where he'd start talking to a bloke or a woman through this car window, and he went, can I stroke your dog? And he went, no, don't stroke my dog. It'll have you. And he was like, no, I'm dead good with dogs and all that. Put his arm in, man. The dog's stuck there as well, wagging its tail. You know what I mean? You think, look, it's excited. I'm dead good with dogs, man. Put his arm in. Got it took off, mate. Got told not to do that, man. You know what I mean?
No, he gets dead protective over the car, doesn't he?
Oh, Buster.
Yeah. Won't let anybody near the car if he's in it.
I know he's fucking car, isn't he?
And so if we're picking somebody, we have to get Buster out first so they can say hello to him. Unless it's like Kingston or something.
Yeah.
Or me, he's fine.
So what it is, he's got now, what Buster's done is he's like demoted Mel to guys to the edge of the seat. So what he's done is he's like, can you see? He's just curled round. So Mel has to sit on the edge of the seat. You know what I mean? You have been demoted. He couldn't demote me like that. He knows he wouldn't even try though, because he knows. So what were we going to do then?
Yeah, I agree with that.
What? There's that many comments in there. What were you agreeing with, baby? Please. Yeah, and I don't, but I believe like people who get dogs and all that, right, and don't do nothing with them. And that's cruelty, you know. And I think it's a form of cruelty. Like there was a guy who lived downstairs in the flats. He had a staffy called Stella, and he'd go to the shops with her. And what it is, she'd fucking just run, right? So this day it was red hot. There's a fucking woman sat with her neighbours and all that. They've got the doors open. They sat on the front having a smoke or whatever, chit chatting. That man. Fucking the next thing you know, Stella's in the house and he's shouting, "Stella, Stella!" She's just blind. I mean, deaf in both eyes, not listening. I'm thinking you may as well just not even. So I said to him, "Do you want me to train her?" No, no, no. She's an old dog, man. No, that you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Let the Terminator tell you. You can, man. I mean, let Darren tell you. Terminator's over there somewhere. You can. You can. But he wouldn't have it. I was saying I'll fucking do it for now. I don't want no money off you. I'll train her. I was thinking not for you, more for the dog. Do you know what I mean? But he wouldn't have it, so. Yeah, it doesn't mean, it doesn't always mean that a dog's happy if it's wagging its tail, guys. Also, if the ears are back, you're doing something to a dog, i.e. like stroking it or whatever, its ears are back, it's telling you, I don't want you to do that. And then if you're seeing the whites of the eyes as well, take a step back, believe. The dog's showing you the white of its eyes, you know, it's showing you it's distressed, man, and it'll fucking attack you. True story.
Alright, speak later, Stan.
Stan, how you going, my mate? Oh, wait. Oh, I'll ask you next time. So he's been to one, because obviously I asked him and then fucking forgot. I do that all the time, mate. I said, has he been to one? It's a nice. They're a nice family as well, actually, Stan. It's expensive, like, but they're a nice family.
First thing they said was easy unit.
What, about Buddy?
Yeah.
How much of the said he needs then? Daily weight? In,
Grams.
It was a kilo, wasn't it? Robbie was on level, well, we were.
No, Rocky was on 4.
Oh yeah, and she was on 600, wasn't she?
Because she was
Yeah,
a
so it was a
puppy.
key. It was a key between them a day,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Rocky and Bella. She was on more because she was a pup grown. She's a class dog, Bella. Both of them class, man. I love them to bits, mate.
Like chalk and cheese, though. Like, she'll be on the go all day, and
That's
he's
a Mally
like,
though for you, babe, isn't it?
and he's like, I just want to snuggle up and be warm. She loves the cold, he hates it. Like, if it's snowing, she'll be running out and in her element, and he'll just run out, do what he needs to do, and then run back in and snuggle up by the radiator or something.
No. Yeah, give me bags and said a bed a day. Take dog 3 weeks to detox. Detox from what, Stan?
The normal food.
The normal
and that.
food. And what have they done? Just give you like, I don't know, say like, because what they suggest whenever you're going to move your dog over, or even if you're starting when Bella was a pup, so just do one flavour, so chicken for a week. See if they're, what's it called? Allergic. And then after that week, no problem, then move on, I don't know, whatever, beef, pork.
I always loved it, didn't I?
Yeah.
Loved it.
But that wasn't at 80-10-10 that ball.
No, that was just an add-on.
That was just an add, yeah. That was 80-10-10. So 80% made, 10% offal and 10%. No, what do you want to do? Do you want to share that? Or do you want to just read from it?
Should I just read from it?
Yeah. So why don't you tell them what we're doing first?
I was about to.
What's it called?
Cost benefit analysis. So Darren wanted to do the cost benefit analysis. So I have found it online. and obviously this will explain it all to you, what you need to do, and
How it works.
how it works, and it can be used for all sorts of different things as well, not just substance misuse. So if you're ever trying to make a decision and stuff, it is worth writing down like the pros and cons and everything like that.
What you say, write it down. Could you do it in your head, like think about the pros and cons, or
I
would
think
you advise to write it
I'd
down?
always advise to write it down because your brain can tell you lies. Do you know what I mean? So if you're writing it down,
There she is, the chair. Hiya, cowbag. There you go.
and I do think there is something quite therapeutic in just writing it down and getting it out your head anyway.
Yeah, because the pen's might heal and the sword. When I used to get told that back in 2012, I used to think, is it? Fuck what it is, guys. It definitely is.
So 4 questions.
There you go, she's checked and she's off now.
4 questions about my addiction using the CBA worksheet, so cost benefit analysis tool. Use this informative paper and pencil tool to see what your behaviours are costing you as well as what they are providing you. So divide your paper into 4 squares and label the squares for each of the questions below and list your answers. Then consider if you are getting the result you're looking
I'll
for,
get in the chat in case anyone's asking questions.
or if change might be something to consider. So, question 1.
I'm just getting
Something to consider.
Sorry. Right, going on.
So, question 1. What do I enjoy about my addiction? What does it do for me? And be specific. List as many things as you can that you liked about whatever you were addicted to. A. Where possible, find alternative ways of achieving the same goals. B. Recognise positive thinking about the addiction as a potential relapse warning sign. C. Realise that there are some things you liked about the addiction you will have to learn to live without. And D. List what you enjoy about your addiction so you can ask yourself, is it really worth the price?
So can we go through them 4 things again, please? Sorry. So I'll do it then. Where possible, find alternative ways of achieving the same goals. B. Recognise positive thinking about the addiction as a potential relapse warning sign. C. Realise that there are some things you liked about the addiction you will have to learn to live without. D. List what you enjoy about your addiction so you can ask yourself if it's really worth the price. I'm just going to answer this.
So,
Hiya, Steve. Yeah, so listen, mate.
so it says, realise that you aren't stupid. You did get something from your addiction. It just may not be working on your behalf anymore. And I think that's really important to acknowledge. When we first started drinking or using, whatever it may be, we got some kind of benefit from that, whether it was forgetting, numbing pain, having a laugh. If when you started drinking, for example, you were going out clubbing and that, that's socialising, that there will be some positives in it. And that's what kind of got you into that position in the first place, where it became more and more. So I think it is important to acknowledge that you do get something from that addiction. And it's about being kind of brutally honest with yourself, and it will really show you, whereabouts you're at with that. And I know John and Kendra, you have shared in the chat prior that you do still drink, so maybe it'd be worthwhile you two doing that regarding the alcohol, sitting down and really think, what are you getting from that? What are the positives in that? So number 2, I'll just have to have a quick look at the chat. So it would be a really useful tool for you two to do then, you know. So, 2, what do I hate about my addiction? What does it do to me? And give specific examples. List as many of the bad, undesirable results of your addiction as you can. Here it is extremely important that you use specific examples. So specific examples have much greater emotional impact and motivational force. So A, ask yourself honestly, if my addiction was a used car, would I pay this much for it? Review this list often, especially if you are having a lot of positive, happy thoughts about all the great things your addiction did for you. So again, you know, list in the second box what you really don't like about it, all the negatives. So the financial implications, if there's any health implications, is it ruining relationships? You know, has it become antisocial?
One night you want to go back to wants to go to McDonald's for fucking McFlurries. So I'm turning to McDonald's. I'm like, get yourself bed and I'm like,
So 3, what do I think I will like about giving up my addiction? So have a think about what you'd like about not being tied to your substance of choice. So list what good things you think fantasize will happen when you stop your addiction. So A, this provides you with a list of goals to achieve and things to look forward to as a result of your new addiction-free lifestyle. B, this list also helps you to really test your expectations. If they are unrealistic, they can lead to a disappointment-based relapse. So again, like, imagine what it'd be like, you know, if you weren't tied to that, if you didn't have to go to the shop every day, you know, what would you do with that extra money? Blah, de, blah, de, blah. So 4, what do I think I won't like about giving up my addiction? So list what you think you are going to hate, dread, or merely dislike about living without your addiction. This list tells you what kinds of new coping skills, behaviours, and lifestyle changes you need to develop in order to stay addiction free. But it also serves as another relapse warning list. If you think about how much life sucks now that you are not doing your addiction, you are in a relapse thought pattern that is just as dangerous as only focusing on what you liked about your addiction. So yeah, and that kind of gives you a really useful tool to think, right, but what won't I like, you know? So what is it about being like drug alcohol free that you won't like, you know? And then that'll give you a few pointers to work on and build up a better foundation for your recovery. So, and it also says this is not a do once and forget about it exercise. It's an ongoing project because people's thoughts and feelings change on a daily basis regarding addiction. Most people simply can't remember all of the positives and negative aspects of addiction and recovery at any one time. Furthermore, seeing all the negative consequences of addiction listed in one place is very powerful. On the positive side, no one really knows what they like or don't like about living free of their addiction until they have done it for some time. I know people who continue to add items to all 4 questions for a full 6 months. So yeah, this is an ongoing project, and it's always useful to have it down. And as I say, it doesn't. So yeah, that's a massive one as well. You know, and you'll also find when you do it that the benefits or the things you enjoy about your addiction are very short term. It's that instant gratification. but you have long-term problems. You know, the things you don't like, it's all long-term. And in the addiction-free side, it's you don't get many short-term benefits, but all the benefits seem to be long-term, so it's really useful to look at it. You know, it's short-term pain for long-term gain, or instant gratification for long-term problems. So it is always, and as I say, you can do it with absolutely anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be about your addiction. It could be any problem you have, you know. Just jot it all down on a format like that, the positives and negatives of staying the same or changing. And it can be a really, really useful tool to do that self-reflection and make them changes. But yeah, that's a smart worksheet, and it is available online as well if you did decide you wanted to do it. Just type in Smart Recovery UK, and that was the cost benefit analysis. I could even share it in the Discord, I think. I might have already done it anyway. But yeah, definitely, I definitely recommend doing something like that to help you, make them choices and them decisions. And I'm just seeing what I've missed in the chat as well. So, hiya, Nigel. Freaking Buster's still pushing me off the chair. So what I'm going to do, seems he's abandoned me yet again, I will put the link out. So if anybody wants to pop up. So how did we find that cost benefit analysis? It's a simple tool, but it can be so effective. So yeah, this morning Kingston was saying that he's poorly, he's not going to his dad's, but then in the next breath he was going out, and I'm like, excuse me, if you're well enough to go out, you're well enough to go to your dad's. I need a break. Think you'd have, don't the teenagers? I was shattered today, friggin' Bella keeping me up half the night. So what's everyone's plans for today then? Has anyone got anything exciting they're doing? I've got a nice bit of beef for dinner tomorrow. Okay, JJ. Have a lovely walk. They can. But I'm sure my two weren't this bad. But I think it's hard, because when they're your own, you kind of set all them boundaries when they're little and continue. But when you just have a ready-made teenager just turn up, it's like, I know I've got loads of cleaning to do today, Mum. I hate cleaning as well. It's my worst job. Love cooking, but I hate cleaning. But it needs doing. I'd love to win the lottery and just hire a cleaner. Some people really like it, don't they? I like having a clean house, but I just don't like doing all the cleaning. It's one of them, if I don't do it, it doesn't get done in this house. Yeah, I think that's a bit what I'm like today. Apart from I know what I'm doing for me tea.
Sorry.
Everything alright?
So hard. He said, he's not letting me down today. Oh, no, he's not. I'm gonna have to end up fucking Stephen's gonna end up coming in and I'm gonna have to end up going to get him. I'm gonna phone Keisha now, but she won't answer now.
Just send her a message then.
And tell him to be home at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, that's what I do. Loud music gets you motivated, doesn't it?
And I missed the fucking that now.
Well, we can go through it again later. Yeah, I left home at 16 as well. How's your back anyway, Nutter? I forgot to ask you. How's your back today? Yeah, I find that as well. It's quite therapeutic, dog walking. Yeah, I've got annual leave next week, so I won't mind like getting the dogs out somewhere nice. You know, in walking distance or something. Don't know where though. Oh, breakfast. I might have to put bacon sarnies on in a minute. I'm starving. Oh, I've got ya. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm fine. Monday's not too good though.
Oh no, what's wrong?
Just done a COVID test to see if we've got a lot of flu symptoms this morning.
Oh. So is it positive or?
We don't know yet.
All right.
It's just ticking over now, so.
Right.
Well, have you been to the COVID test centre or have you done it home one?
Home one.
Yeah, so you're just waiting for it to come through now.
Oh,
Yeah, well, what it is, she's been taking lads down to school and taking a friend's kid, and well, son and daughter. Well, they both tested positive for COVID, and so was mother and father. So, you know,
not good.
We're just checking now, and we'll go from there.
To tell us he had COVID this morning, but then he was poorly. He's got COVID, so he's not going to stay with his dad. But then in the next breath, he was going out, and I'm like, no, if you're too poorly to go to your dad's, you're too poorly to go out. So if you're going out, you're going to your dad's. Simple.
Respect.
I need a break.
Yeah, it can get a bit too much. I mean, you know, touch wood, we're all right with Kai, but with girls sometimes, my dad used to have them because it got too much for them fighting and falling out all the time. So
the attitude, and I get that he's got a lot of stuff to get out, but friggin' hell, I never even argued with my own like this. It's ridiculous.
The thing is, though, he won't communicate with people that he knows and loves, and he'll take it out of those people if, you know, such as he has got autism in him. or out like that, he'll not attack the ones he loves. He'll not listen to the ones he loves. He'll attack them.
Yeah, we get that, don't we?
Yeah.
Good as gold for everybody else, but when it comes to us, it's like, it's a nightmare.
I know what
Absolutely.
you mean.
You know, now
It's
he's
not-
comfortable and he knows that, you know, he's not going to get battered for having an opinion. He's like, oh my God, it's ridiculous.
He's got lots of opinions to get out.
Yeah.
Bless
Yeah.
him.
So, and it's us that get the brunt of it. And then if he says he's not going to his dad's, we get the brunt off him as well. And it's like, fucking hell, you can't win.
That's it. All right, Nutter. Thanks for that, mate. Mama Milo, JJ, Gypsy Dave. Just looking at chat. All lovely people.
Well, what, do you want to take these cups and do the cup event as well? You may as well, babe.
No, it's your turn, Cobbs.
Just hold on.
Yeah, you've been
'Cause I like you, you know, as well.
you've been demoted to ship chef.
Fucking demoted, mate. Demoted. I'm fucking in the doghouse, man. I can't get out, man. I can't get out. I'm fucking starting to look for a spade to see if I can dig me way out, mate. Do you know what I mean?
You've got them boilers get full steam ahead.
Fucking, I know she's off a boiler.
But yeah,
You get me done in. Chris said you would up your boiler, babe. He said, no, the boiler that you're supposed to be firing up in the engine room. He said, you're off your boiler. I said, she's not, Chris, man. She's sound and he's not having it, babe.
listen, Cobbs. Don't forget. Listen, it's your anniversary tomorrow. She knows you well, mate.
Yeah,
I don't have
that's
to argue.
I know. She's just said, I know. I heard him, Tobbs. I heard him. Don't worry about it. She said, I heard that, Chris.
I
You're
know.
right. He probably knows me better than I fucking know myself, man. I bet.
Oh man.
You know, but we need a good woman behind us, don't we, or beside us?
Every good man needs a good woman, isn't it? Is that Shania Twain? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Definitely true story, that, man. True story. True story, mate. So, how long does that test take to come back? Like you've just done it, should come back within a few minutes, shouldn't it?
15 minutes.
15 fucking minutes. What the playing at?
I know we could have infected half the village with them. Oh dear.
I mean, man, Kingston's supposed to be going to stay at Dad's today, so he's agreed with Dad that, yeah, I'll come and pick me up at 2 o'clock. And then I've got up. Kingston's getting ready in his bedroom. I'm like, where are you going? He said, I'm going out. I said, you need to make sure you're back for 1 so you can pack a bag and that and go to Dad's. I'm not going. So then what he'll expect me to do is he'll expect me to phone Dad and make excuses and lie to Dad. No, I'm not doing that, mate. What it is, you're going. So I said, you're going. He's went, I'm bad. I went, you bad? I went, what do you mean? He went, I've got COVID. I think I've got COVID, I swear down. I went, so you're bad, but you're getting ready and you're going out. Where are you going, like? So I'm just going to get some fresh air. But now he's gone to his sister's. He's gone to our Acacia's. And he thinks because he's out, that then I've just had Dad on the phone saying, is he, are we still on so I've had to tell Stephen, he's not letting me down today. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, Kingston expects me to fucking make things up and lie and that, man. I'm not doing it, man. I'm not lying. I'm making things up, Kingston.
No.
You're going to spot.
It's setting the wrong precedent if you do that, innit?
Yeah, exactly, mate. So what it is, I refuse. I ain't lying, mate. I'm not lying. At the end of the day, when you were speaking to Dad last night and he said, do you want to come? If you didn't want to go, mate, then you should have said, oh, can I come a different time? Can I come a different day? I went, but you've told him, mate, so we ain't lying. I'm not lying, I've got COVID. I'm sick of hearing, no, but I'm sick of hearing that, Monday, you know. What it is use that COVID to fucking, do you know what I mean? And then you can't go, I can't go, oh no, you're having, do you know what I mean? But he's saying he's got COVID symptoms. I can't say, right, that's it, you're going to school, because what if he did? Do you know what I mean? What if he has? Even though I'm 99.9% sure that he's pulling the wool.
Well, from what I can gather, at the end of this month, or is it beginning of next? They're not doing no tests, nothing. Everybody's just got to get on with it. It could be sooner than that. She's just having a look now. Yeah.
I know, it's madness, man, isn't it? It's madness. That's it. Once they start doing that, once they start doing that, hopefully it'll just it'll fade out, man, and we won't hear nothing more.
Well, it's going to be herd immunity, in it, so everybody's going to end up getting it at some point. But I don't think this latest strain, even though it spreads really fast, I don't think it's as deadly as others. So,
oh, mate, I get fucking myself paranoid about it and that, mate, Chris, because I'm asthmatic. I'm not only asthmatic, I'm bad asthmatic, mate. You know what I mean?
That's the trouble we've got with Amanda, because she's got COPD and asthma.
Yeah.
So
I hope this comes back negative, like, for Amanda, yeah. Well, for all of you, you know.
No, I haven't seen them around.
Have any of you had COVID yet?
No, none of us.
None of us have, touch wood.
Well, saying that, when the December before COVID were actually, the year before, we did have a bad bout or something. But COVID weren't really a thing then. And all symptoms pointed towards it. But, you know, we're not sure. We're not sure. There were no tests out, so.
And you know what, right? My mum says, right, the December before before any of us had heard about this COVID, my mum was poorly, and she always says, "I'm sure I had COVID." Then she went, "What it is? I've never been bad like that in my life." She said, "I thought I was dying." So who knows? Who knows?
It were bad. It were really bad. It were enough to, you know, make you bedbound for a bit. But, you know, I don't know. It's one of them things. I just believe that this COVID is a stronger flu. You know, I just believe they've made a bigger hype about it than, you know, what it actually is. Although, you know, even flu, a bad strain of flu can kill loads.
Yeah.
And figures shown that there were more people died from flu the year before COVID,
right,
than actual COVID. When that were at force. But on the same token, you've also got to look at the fact that when COVID were about, there were no flu. So it must have been flu.
Isn't it? So what it is, I used to get the flu jab. I used to get every year, and I haven't had it. I decided. I think my conspiracy theories start kicking in now, but this was a good few. Yeah, I haven't had a flu jab, mate. About how many years haven't I had a flu jab? Have I ever had a flu jab when I've been with you, babe?
Yeah,
once. So I'll have had the flu. I had the flu jab once. So I haven't had a flu jab, mate, for 6 years. And I used to go every year and get one. But I haven't had a flu jab for 6 years.
Yeah, I have one every year with diabetes. So, you know.
I tell you what, Chris, I got a flu jab 1 year, and for well over a year, even after I got the next one, when I got it in the other arm, not like all the arm, but every arm I moved, every now and again when I moved my arm, it was like I had a dead arm, man. It was fucking weird.
Yeah.
Well over a year, that, mate. And
that mate. It feels all stiff.
Yeah, it was horrible. It was like a dead arm, I thought, and that's what I thought. You know, I'm not fucking going no more, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. Every time I went, "Are you allergic to eggs?" they used to say. So I just didn't go. But you know what it is? It is what it is. If I get it and I die, don't I? If I get it...
I think what it was, you started looking into all the conspiracy.
I start looking into all the conspiracy theories and all.
Well, I said to the woman who gave me my jab, my first one, the COVID one, I had it at our local doctor's. And I says to her, because I know her fairly well, I said, "What are they injecting into me? What is it?" I hadn't a clue. That's what I've been told, microchips and all sorts. She says it won't surprise me. And this is the nurse.
I know. So yeah, um, yeah,
But
what it is, what it is, isn't it, mate? What can you do? So Keisha hasn't even texted me back, man. Do you know what I mean? Oh, madness, madness. But yeah, man. There was a film, you know. There was a film. I seen it. I seen it, man. When all these conspiracy theories started coming out, and I can't think what film it was, but what it is, this big fucking bot. They had COVID-19, and like this film was out like 3, 4 years ago.
yeah,
What was it? Contagion.
well, Bill Gates were going on about COVID-19 in 2001 and 2011, and it makes you wonder whether they knew it was going to get put out there. I just don't know. But all this bat thing, and it's been leaked from a lab at Wuhan, which that's highly likely. I just feel it's strange that there were a mass convention just before COVID hit the streets, with all country leaders there.
Yeah.
I just find it a bit weird, but your alarm's going off. So we're going to find out in a minute.
So we know, because we'll never know, will we? We'll never know, really. We'll never know the full fucking shebang.
No.
We will never know the full shebang. Anyway, so obviously, Amanda's going to be Amanda's poorly anyway. So if he comes back negative, will you just be staying in anyway?
Yeah, she's negative. It's just come back negative.
Oh, nice one, respect. Wasn't for you.
She's going to order one of them online ones now for PCR. Just to double check.
Just to double check. Haven't you got another test that you could do now at home though as well?
No. Oh, yeah, we've got.
I'll do it anyway, Amanda. I'll do it anyway, mate.
Yeah, she's got normal ones that. But to be honest with you, they're not very accurate. Them.
I know.
Natural flow tests aren't very accurate because the last that we're talking about with 2 kids, she did one of them and it came up negative. She sent off for a PCR one, and it was positive.
I know, it's mad, isn't it, mad?
It
is mad, mate. Listen, I had that situation, right? So I went to my doctors. I'd got put on. This was many, many years ago. So I went to the doctors that are dealing with like drug addicts, and they prescribed me. I was getting me methadone, and I blagged them and said, I've been buying tablets off the street and I'm addicted to them. So I got them. Anyway, I wasn't taking them, I was selling them. So I was selling these tablets, and then I went, right, and they've said, right, what it is, we need a drug test off you. Right, and I'm like, bastard. Still come back positive for diazepam. I hadn't even took none. Do you know what I mean? I'm even fucking hell, man, them tests are full of shit.
I'm on diazepam. I'm on them. But I only take them as and when.
Yeah, mate. Do you know what? Last time I done my detox, like not this time, I done it myself, but without any rattle pack this time. I just done it. But back in 2017, just before, 2016, I done it right at the end of 2016. Oh no, I done it about in October, November time. I done that, right. So I got what they call a rattle pack. So what they give you is they give you like Buscopan for your stomach. I got. Let's just stick to the volume. So in this rattle pack, you get sleeping tablets, Spotaclone, so like and diazepam volume. And you know what it is, Chris? And this is the possible truth, right? My addict brain would go, well, I've got to take them anyway. They're prescribed. I'll just take them as prescribed. Do you know what it is, mate? I went and handed to the doctor, right? I went and handed more than a third of them tablets back in. I only took a couple when I was proper bad. And I went and handed them back into the fulcrum, where what it is, my head was like, why don't you sell them? 20 on quid there. And then I thought, because if I go and sell them for 20 on quid and I'm putting myself back in that circle of people, I'm not in a strong place anyway. I've just detoxed and it might come appealing. So I went to the doctors and fucking handed the volume, and that's a true story that Mel will tell you. That's for me. Thank you. Mel will tell you. I went back and handed the volume in, mate. That's never heard of. That doctors, I bet you, I've never heard of people like me or any of us going back and handing volume in. Handed them in, mate. Never even took them properly. I just had a couple every now and again. Like about day 3 and day 4, I took a couple.
Yeah.
Sleeping tablets. I have to admit, I did take my sleeping tablets like on a night to go to bed though. I did take them properly.
Well, they did put me on Valifaxine for a long time. I was on them for about a year. Do you know what? They comatose me. I probably slept a good 20 hours out every day. They were unbelievable. And do you know the comeback off them when they took me off them? Because I said, I can't cope with these no more. I've got no life. You know what I mean? All right, fair enough. I'm out on it, but I've got no life. Yeah. So I told them I wanted to come off them, and the experience that I got coming off them were out of body experiences, all sorts of weird stuff going off. I'd probably thought that I'd got up and gone somewhere, but I was still there.
Mad,
it was right weird.
I've done it, Chris. What was them thingies? Metazapine. No, I got put on these antidepressants and they were working. They're fucking working good as well. So I've been on antidepressants for bust a move, man. Don't be feeding them off your plate, please. So yeah, I'd been prescribed antidepressants for years, and I used to think this, right? I used to think I'm not taking them to being normal. It's just so what it is. I used to have to take fucking heroin to being normal, or if it wasn't heroin, it was fucking methadone. If it wasn't methadone, I was smoking fucking cannabis. If it wasn't smoking cannabis, I was taking tablets. So it was like I was taking something to being normal. I was thinking, I'm not adding another fucking medication just to add not being normal. And eventually, I was getting depressed. And Mel said to me, why don't you just take them? And I was like, no, I'm not. Anyway, you convinced me, didn't you? So I started taking the citalopram. So I started taking these citalopram, right? And the fucking powders in them. Sertraline, sorry. Started taking these sertraline. And I swear down the sort of my depression was fucking boom. I was fucking feeling like I used to when I was fucking 16-year-old, man. Do you know what I mean? I was feeling good. Getting bad fucking... I suffer with my back anyway sometimes, mate. So I was getting bad side effects. I was getting a bad back and I was getting bad trap wind. So I phoned the doctor and told him, he went, look at what it is. Then I said, will them side effects subside? And he went, probably not. He went, but we can swap you on the swap meet of these metazapine. And it was take 1 on a night. I swear down, I took it, man. I fucking got up the next morning, mate. Fucking couldn't keep my eyes open, man. I couldn't keep my head. So, oh, man, I had my head on the side of the set, and everything. Fucking couldn't keep awake. Then I had to wake up and take milk away. Do you know what I mean? It was like fucking. So eventually, I was on them. How many months would you say I was on them? Good for you, wasn't it? I was on them for fucking months upon months. They weren't really changing my depression. They were just making me fucking like a zombie when I woke up the next morning. So I decided I ain't taking them no more. So I just stopped taking them, mate. I went loopy, man. I'm surprised. Looking back now, I'm surprised I didn't get locked up for the Section 18. At least I was that close to fucking fighting this black belt, fucking second dan and everything, man. Well, he was fucked. Like, he was fucked. He's dead now, God bless him. They sent me fucking loopy la, mate. They sent me fucking loopy la. I just stopped taking them. No, I didn't reduce. I just went, right, that's it. I'm not fucking thinking. Sent me fucking bad though. I'd never recommend anyone to do that. Just come off medication like that. Fuck that, mate.
No, you can't do it, mate. Honestly, it's terrible. I had these other ones. What were them last ones I've got? They knock me out at night time, don't they?
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, what are they called? Quetiapine.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've heard of them as well.
They really knock you out, mate. You've only got to have one of them, and after sorry,
my mate's on them, Kevin. On them, what you were saying there.
Yeah.
Go on, mate.
Right.
Go on, I'm
But I'm gonna have to have one of them, and within half an hour, I'm starting to shut my eyes, mate. You know what I mean? It's.
Yeah.
But I always wake up when I've had them and all my others and have a bumping head. You know, following morning. It's as if I've slept too hard. But
and then So then it makes me wonder, you know, what the fuck are they doing to you then? And tablets, what are they doing to you really? Do you know what I mean? 'Cause
Well, they're not doing any quetiapine and antipsychotics.
yeah, my mates on them.
None of these drugs are doing your body any good because they're killing your liver. Your liver is not meant to take these drugs through them. Now, yes, your liver can rehydrate itself into a point where it can go back to normal, but
Only, yeah, that's a bit of a myth, that though. That
Yeah.
liver. The bad part of the liver can't.
If you get scarring or anything like that on your liver, that part can't regenerate. Only the healthy parts of the liver can.
yes, that's correct. Yeah, but like I said, that's where I was just about to say. You took words out of my mouth.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's all right. That's what happened to my dad with whiskey. He was drinking whiskey like it was going out of fashion when he went out drinking, and it caused him to have cirrhosis of liver, which turned into esophageal cancer and liver cancer. So you know, it's not good. It's not good at all. That's why another reason I don't touch alcohol. Yeah. But I've watched too many members of family die with it, you know, esophageal cancer especially. My auntie, she never smoked in her life or out like that, and she died with it. But she drunk a lot. Same with my uncles. And two of my dad and one of his brothers died of esophageal cancer. They drunk a lot. The only one that's still alive, the only brother that's still alive, you know, he don't drink that much spirits like that. He might have a pint every now and then. That's it.
Should say what happened to my granddad's brother, Lance. I never met him, mate. I think he died anyway before I was born. So alcoholic, lived in this little village called Stanhope, and basically he'd been out. He was mortal drunk. Oh, thank you. Mortal drunk. Come on, but he was drinking a fucking. He thought he was drinking some kind of fucking alcohol anyway, a bottle of vodka or whatever. Drinking fucking weed killer or bleach, one of the two. Killed himself, man.
My daughter takes them on my sertraline, Brenolo.
Elaine, I used to take sertraline.
Yeah, I'm on 150 of them.
I used to take
That's
that. I have to take them.
It hasn't even no effects, even though they help me with my anxiety. Literally, still make me sleeping sessions, and I've been on them for about 5 years.
Have you?
No, I was reading the chat. Somebody called T. No, I've been on fluoxetine for probably, I don't know, 15 years ago.
Which one's the last I taken? That can be the sertraline, yeah.
Well, I'm on fluoxetine.
Them sertraline did sort my depression out. It was just the side effects, though, man. Couldn't handle them side effects, but the bad back and fucking mad wind.
Thing is, my daughter's on sertraline, but thing is, it makes her sleep. And she works nights, so she said, I can't take them. And then she takes propranolol for anxiety. And she said it makes her chest feel even more tight. So I told her to get back in touch with doctors. Like, well, it's like talking to a brick wall, you know what I mean?
It does put weight on that metazapine, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm like that, though, you know. Won't go to the
How would
doctor,
you
man.
start to start with? The put medication never helped.
No, even you start putting on loads of weight.
Yeah, I start putting on loads of weight and that.
You can afford to, though.
No, that's, I like this. I like this, man. I like it, but I didn't like what they were doing to me, man, when I got, like before, years ago, you know. If I fucking took a tablet like that, it made me fucking sleepy the next morning when I'd have took fucking 3 and 4. That, you know, I would have, man, that's the truth, man. But I didn't like it, man. I didn't like it. I didn't like what they were doing to me. But back in the day, is that Kingston? Good lad, son. Pack your bag, mate. Have you been to Keisha's?
Mama Milo says she's
Give us 2 minutes. I'll leave it now.
she needs to
Sorry,
go back
guys.
to doctors, but she's scared to change. Well, I think
know
if you have that
that.
conversation with him, though, Mum, you know, they might help you. In Zopiclone, they only give them for so long, don't we? I think
Yeah,
they're sleepers, aren't they? Zopiclone.
yeah.
Jeez, I wish I were a size 8 to 10. 14 ain't even fat, Mum. You always then. You always send misses. But yeah, I do find some medication to put weight on. I'm on gabapentin, and they
Well, gabapentin, fucking hell, everyone's on they get abused down there, you know. Well, they get abused nationwide.
no, I don't abuse my meds.
I'm not saying you, Amanda, I'm saying, no, I'm not
no.
about you, I'm on about drug addicts, like.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. It's quite easy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I take a cocktail of all sorts of shit.
It's madding, isn't it?
Well, yeah, you know, painkiller, fob you off with some more tablets. I mean, nuts. You know, I have to go though every couple of months for a blood test, I think, to check on my liver.
It's scary, isn't it?
Oh, she means she's bigger than she was.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but you're not big though, Mama Isla. You're beautiful inside and out.
Exactly. Just be happy with who we are.
Exactly.
Bring it down when you finish, mate, please.
Yes, it can be a nightmare medication.
I'm not made it, I said, here, that's one shit.
I used to be on amitriptyline, but they took me off then.
Oh, yeah. I had them fucking years ago, them amitriptyline, Amanda. It was one of them, right? I didn't even know what they were. Someone said, take these and you'll get it off your head. Me and Kevin, on the bus on the way up from Rector, the fucking lad gave us them that we didn't even know this lad, man. Take them and you get up your head. Oh, fucking hell. Gives them then. We're taking 5s and 10s and fucking swear down, man. Taking tablets I didn't even know what they were. All I knew is they'll get you up your head. Fuck me, did it? I didn't like. I never took them again.
Did you not?
Did I? Fuck, man, they made me. I was fucking sick. Oh, they were horrible, them. I was
I don't
shaking.
know. I used to take 100 milligrams to go to bed on, like, you know what I mean? So,
But do you know what it was? Do you know what it was? Like a couple of days later, me and Kevin started talking to each other. So I'm on the bus, right, fucking getting these mad weird sensations and that thing.
Probably have dog worming tablets or
No,
something.
they were them. They were on Triple A.
you'd have known if you'd have dragging his ass across the floor.
I'd never even heard of them. I hadn't even heard them. But fucking anyway, right? So I'm on the bus, right, getting this mad sensation, like I felt as though like I was shaking, but on the inside, if that makes sense. It was weird. But I'm looking at Kevin, I'm thinking, I can't tell him that, because what it is, if I tell him that, he'll get on my case, torture me. Little did I know, Kevin sat, right, having these fucking mad side effects, right, looking at me, thinking, I can't tell him because he'll have my life and put us on whitey. We're both fucking sat there, one on a button. We're both on a button on the bus, thinking we can't tell each other because we'll have each other's lives. Do you know what I mean? He didn't tell me. A couple of days later, I went, fucking hell, that's what I was doing that, man. I had mad fucking side effects off them, like. Never took them again, ever. Have I took them Triple again? Fuck that. Yeah, scary or
I
something.
know it
about
always baffles me that, you know, the side effects for antidepressants is suicidal.
What's
Yeah.
what's that?
Sertraline.
Sertraline, did that? Sertraline sorted me out. Like, what time's he coming?
But I think
All right, pack
you
a
know,
bag.
one medication that works for you doesn't always work for everybody else, is it?
But-
Got a school bag.
Your school bag, Kingston. Sorry, man.
It's all right.
Kingston,
Use your school bag.
use your school bag. Have you
Oh.
done it? Okay, good lad. Love you, mate. He's playing dogs. Go on then, Manda. Sorry, I do apologise.
It's all right. You've got stuff to sort out, you know. Other than this, you know. No, I was saying, what suits one person medication-wise doesn't always suit somebody else.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? That's like I said, them sertraline did take my depression away. They did. They made me all right, but it was the side effects. Like I suffer with my back anyway, and I suffer with wind and that anyway, and it was like wind. Oh, it was horrible wind though, and fucking me back. So I put up with it for weeks before I phoned him and told him, and I was thinking, oh, what it is because I've just started, and it'll probably them side effects will probably fucking taper off. No. So he put me on them metazapine. Fuck me. I swear down, man. I'd have loved that, man. Years ago, I'd have loved that feeling. I'd have took fucking loads then. Do you know what I mean?
It's horrible.
Yeah.
It's like, I know when I first got put on antidepressants, I hated it because they made me feel proper spaced out. It was awful.
What do?
The sertraline, when the first
Sertraline, yeah.
put me on it, I proper and I hated it. Absolutely hated it.
Yeah.
Coding's addictive.
Coding's addictive, very much so. Been on them years and all.
Yeah, I wasn't about you abusing.
Oh, no, I know you weren't. But I mean,
when they first came out, pre-gabs, it was supposed to be the new wonder drug because they weren't codeine based, so they weren't going to be addictive or misused, and they were handing them out like Smarties to everyone, and obviously people abused them and realised they got an effect if they took an handful.
Simon said to me they don't even know what they're fucking for. They can be used for nerve damage, fucking loads of different things, man. Simon said to me, my key worker.
yeah, it's true.
Doesn't
That's
make
what I
sense.
have mine for.
Doesn't make sense what he's saying to me though, man. They don't know what they're used for. Yeah, fucking hell, you
I
must
think
know what
they're
they're used
used
for.
for a variety of things, aren't they?
Yeah.
Not
He
just
said what it is, they can do nerve damage and all that, you know, they can do fucking damage to them fucking pre-gabbies. That can't be fucking thing we fucking burst.
but that's what I take gabapentin for, is nerve damage. I've got nerve damage.
Hiya, mum. Not really.
You know. But yeah, I think
Well, man. Well, he's going to his dad.
well, see you, Chris. Cheerio.
Bye.
Something in my Oxford well, I can imagine. I think we've been on so long.
What it is, man, you don't understand, man. We took his PlayStation.
Everybody gets used to it.
What? Man, he ain't.
Sorry. Everybody gets used to it. It's like they've just increased my gabapentin here.
No, because no, man, no, because what it is, I've took them off him right and given them back early. That's why it's not working. But the social services is something else.
Sorry, I've just been choking on my tea. You can mute yourself if you want to, you know, to have your conversation. I don't mind, you know. If you want to mute yourself and have your conversation, you can. Then it's not saying anything.
Yeah, just with what they're talking about, are you all right?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. You know, it's a bit personal, innit? So, hi everybody. Hi, Tyrant Searcher. Sorry, I don't know whether I've said hello to you, but I'll say hello to you again. Hope you're well. Oh, you're on venlafaxine and hang on, can't see what you said now. Metazapine.
I want to go on venlafaxine.
My husband were on venlafaxine and he were comatose like, I don't know, 20 odd hours a day. It knocked him out. But hey-o. Just want to feel down. Yeah, they keep me relaxed, I think. And you've got a beautiful Baba as well, Tyrant Searcher. Welcome to the Amanda Show. Yes, where you too can talk about medication. Excuse me. Hope everybody's well today anyway. It's a bit fresh outside and very blustery and windy. So if you are going out, I'll recommend a coat. And a parachute just in case so you can come into land. I don't think that's really appropriate, Chris. You know what I mean? I don't want to jump anybody's bones. Anyway. Yeah, put me on that. Yeah, that's not good at all. Hope you're glad you're doing well anyway now, Tyrant Searcher. Yeah, depression can be awful. It's, I don't know, some people say, "Oh, check yourself out of it," but if you've never been there,
Work like
But
that.
listen, I suffer, right, with depression, and I start trying.
You can help yourself.
Let me finish. Let me just explain. So I start thinking, right, it's all just a state. This is what I am, no man. It's all just a state of mind. So whatever. So this is what my thought pattern start going like this, right? So I'm thinking it's all just a state of mind. So if I'm gonna lay in bed, because I was getting to the point where, well, not getting to the point, I was fucking there anyway for many years, where I'm waking up and I don't even want to get out of bed. I don't want to get out of bed, man. Fucking shit. So then I'm starting telling myself, right, it's all just a fucking state of mind. So if I'm gonna wake up and think I'm depressed, I don't want to get out of bed, then that's what I'm gonna fucking. That's what I'm going. So I was telling myself, if I tell myself I'm not depressed, and if I wake up and I feel like I don't want to get out of bed and just get out anyway, didn't quite work like that for me. Like I thought it would, though. It fucking didn't work like that, man. It wasn't just a state of mind for me, man. And I was thinking, it's just a state of mind. Just fucking retell yourself that you're not depressed.
You know, and I think when you're like suggested, finding the motivation to just get out of bed is exhausting.
yeah, sometimes it can be. I would say that is a side effect, Ralph, lad, if you've just stopped taking something rather than being weaned off them, especially something like amitriptyline. I was on quite a bit of that at one point. And then because he said one of my meds is going to clash with the other, he took me off them.
Yeah, I think the GPs do need to be more responsible with the medications and stuff, and you know.
But I think GPs can be fucking brutal as well, because what it is, they've been handing these prescriptions out on tablets like Smarties, and then one of my friends, and I've heard loads of stuff like this online as well lately, that they're going to the doctor, or they're getting called in for a review and all that, and they're saying, right, what it is. So this lad, this is no shit, this kid, right? He's told me on here, this kid, right? So he's been on fucking Valium for 23 years. And then he's saying, right, what it is, with you coming off them and like fucking, but he's saying what it is, he isn't just detoxing me like slow, he's fucking rapidly detoxing me, and it's affecting my mental health, it's making me feel A, B, and C, depressed, and then it's the side effects that comes with it as well, like your physical side effects. And like, if I was you, mate, I'd be going to that doctor and telling him, look, okay, we will come off them, but you're doing it too fast, man. It's fucking make me feel A, B, and C, plus then the side effects.
I think they are starting to do things like that now, Lordy. You know, giving prescriptions to like gyms and stuff.
I know.
But I do think that they do need to start being more responsible when they're putting people on and taking them off.
To be fair, you know, actually, when I think about it, and I phoned the doctor, it was I think the phone me back, it was over the phone one, right? And I was telling them about being depressed and all that. And what the first thing they said to me, you know, to be fair, they didn't want us. This was the only one sport. Want to not shot depressions at me. Wanted the thing refer me to this thing, do talking therapy and all that. And I said, well, no, man, I'm not saying. I said I'm depressed, man. What's fucking talking therapy got to do with it? It's not like I'm saying, oh, fucking A, B, or C's happened to me when I was fucking and I can't get over it. I'm telling you, I'm depressed. Don't want to get out of bed. I haven't got no motivation. I can be sat watching the telly, and then you could say to me, I'll be fucking sat watching the telly, man. And then you can say to me, what's that about? I wouldn't have a fucking clue. I haven't got a clue. I haven't got a clue. But you sat there watching that telly for a fucking hour, and I don't even know what it's about. Do you know what I mean? And you were telling me talking therapy. I'm talking therapy, man.
You can actually get gym membership from your GP, you know.
Yeah.
So it might be something to think about, Mum, you know, if you do get in touch with the doctors.
Yeah, I think they are doing a lot more social prescribing now rather than medical.
Since you start, like I used to say that, didn't I, about depression, like fucking it's just a state of mind. If I pull myself round and I won't, if I'm fucking sat there thinking I'm depressed, then I'm going to be depressed. But since you started suffering with your depression, I haven't told you that ever, and I wouldn't dare say to someone it's all a state of mind, snap out of it, man, because you know what, I tried it for me, And I generally
Do
believe, wait there,
try.
babe, sorry. I generally believe when I was telling myself it's depression, I'm depressed. If I'm going to sit there, if I tell myself I'm not depressed, I generally believe that I could fucking think myself back better. Go on, sorry. And I
I'm
can't.
just saying that you do try and encourage me to get up and about and stuff, but you don't put pressure on me if
I
like I'm
don't
having a
dismiss.
if I'm having a really bad day and it's like he kind of understands.
Because I think if I start saying, yo, it's depression, if you're going to lay there and think you're depressed, you're going to be depressed. So, and if I'm saying things like that, yeah, then I'm fucking minimising your feelings, aren't I? And
I think
it
sometimes
was
in
all
that
right for me to try and minimise my own and try that way. I did try, but it didn't work for me, guys. That I didn't.
I know for me with the depression and then that constant battle in your own head, I found it exhausting, like proper exhausting, and my bed became my safe space. So when I've got all this going on, I just
Retreat.
yeah. And I know it's not healthy, but at the same time, it's what I needed when I am feeling like that. That's what I need. So for me, it's the lesser of a few evils. When my head's going like that, I'd rather just isolate and know that I'll be all right than risk going out when my head's going and ended up buying a bottle or something.
So, what are you? What antidepressants are you on now?
Virtually,
And that's what worked for me.
yeah.
Didn't it? They made me fucking feel back like happy and fucking normal.
Then
Whatever normal is, like, but they did.
I think I've got the, and it's weird, when you look back, like ever since I was a kid.
Does anybody
If
know what normal?
what?
How
Oh,
do you?
Chris,
How do you?
Chris says, what's the definition of normal? What is
Me?
normal?
Me?
Yeah, but,
But, yeah.
but we all think we're normal at times, don't we? Because we're all like a mixed bag of whatever, Nobody is the same, It's, oh, congratulations, Mum. She's got a new granddaughter at last.
Go on.
Hey! Whoop, whoop.
So what you're saying there?
When I think back, like even as a kid, if I was in a stressful situation, like I used to like disappear into this like place in my head, and I never really thought now of it. And obviously, then I started using drink and drugs. So like when it was stressful, I just used that and probably did the same. And it's only like these past 18 months I've realised that I'm amazing at disassociating myself. Like, how many times do you say to me what you're thinking about? And I'm like, now. And you're like, well, you must be thinking about something, but I'm literally
Yeah,
thinking
because
about nothing.
because your mouth, you seem as though your mouth way, don't you,
And I
at
think
times?
that's what I do when I'm stressed or I'm unable to cope with the current situation. I just detach and disassociate from myself. It's weird. And it's only these past 18 months, but it's not even the 18 months that it's clicked in place, probably past 3 months that's actually clicked into place that's what I do.
Mm.
And it was only,
Sorry.
off the cuff conversation with somebody at work, who used to be a mental health social worker.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think that's what I do. And it was like a light bulb moment. And then I started thinking back
to that then.
years and years and
I
years.
just spoke to the doctor then about that.
I mentioned it, but he was more concerned about my depression and suicidal thoughts and stuff. So
Pooh. It's horrible, isn't it? Depression, man. It's fucking horrible. Mental health. Horrible, man.
it's a minefield, isn't it?
Well, it is, because your mind takes over, doesn't it? And it's a powerful tool. We all have a powerful tool, our mind.
And that's what I was trying to tell myself, Manda. Like exactly what you just said there, and I was trying to tell myself, man's a powerful fucking tool, so if I'm laid in bed thinking I'm depressed, I don't want to get up. Where if I try and flip it and go, I'm not depressed, I'm feeling like not getting up, but I'm going to get up and push through it anyway. I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't fucking do it. And then I was getting myself agitated because I was thinking, I've got the fucking power of choice, man, so I'm choosing to be depressed. It's not a choice, man, to be depressed.
No, it isn't. I don't believe so.
I had to tell myself that, and it's not a fucking choice. I'm not choosing to feel this way, man. It's just whatever's happening in that fucking brain. I ain't choosing that to happen, and I can't fucking choose for it not to happen. I fucking tried, and it didn't work for me anyway. didn't work, man. Do you know what I mean? But I fucking had myself convinced that it would work. Do you know what I mean? I've got the power of choice.
Yeah, I know what you mean there, Mum. Yeah, I get
Yeah.
numb. I like being numb because I don't feel anything.
And I think that's what like that disassociation was all about, because my head and feelings were all over.
Yeah,
Disassociate, I don't have to think or feel about any of it. But at the same time, when I'm like that, I'm not processing anything.
Oh.
yeah. At
It's
that moment in time, you don't have to deal with it. It's just like, you want to be.
I think it's kind of a survival mechanism till you're strong enough to cope with it.
Yeah.
I must have lost about
Planet swap.
last year doing that.
Yeah, Chris calls it planet swapping, where he you go off somewhere, don't you, into your own little world, sort of thing. It's like you say, it's a coping mechanism to protect yourself, because you're at that probably a vulnerable state at that moment in time. It's like wrapping yourself up in cotton wool, isn't it? Turning your brain off.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Usual, no?
It's on your windowsill. I've left it on your windowsill. But you'll have to jiggle it, Kingston. But I think Dad said he's going to talk to Nana right and sort to see if we can sort the passcode out for you. Alright, so just give him a new iPhone. Well, not like that. It's just give him an iPhone. I think it's an iPhone 10. But she told him the code for it's 111. He's put it in that many times. It's blocked my phone. Said try again in an hour. That was last night though. So yeah.
I ain't got any grandkids. I've got 5 dogs, 8 rabbits, 15 guinea pigs, tanks full of fish, African land snails, a gecko. See what else I forgot?
They're our grandkids.
Yeah, they're our grandkids. They are. I had to put it on one of my media sites once. When the guinea pigs actually had a baby. And I put it on there about having a grandkid, and then I put a picture of this here baby guinea pig. So everybody thought I got a grandkid, like. And it wasn't. I don't think we're ever going to have a grandkid, to be honest. Them animals aren't all my Evie. I've just got 2 dogs. That's quite enough for me, I think. My daughter's got loads of them. She loves animals. Anyway, very good morning to you. Hope you're well today.
Yeah, I think
a better day.
I think I'm going to end up with like loads of animals with Marta. Like Mason loves dogs, doesn't he? Especially staffies.
Yeah.
Really, he just loves all animals.
We've got
Being a farmer, isn't he? So
Been there, done that.
well, chickens, sheep, whatever else.
Yeah.
But he loves cows. He says they're like big dogs.
Cows, sheep, pigs, chickens, done all of that.
Yeah, I'd love a few chickens, to get your eggs and that. But dogs would probably chase them all over. It wouldn't be fair.
They'd probably stop laying because it's stress. They don't like it. Evie wants to come on if she can and give an update. So if Evie wants to come off, I'll get off so I don't interrupt her and I can sit and chat and listen to her.
You don't have to, Manda, you don't have to get off, man. If you need to get off, whatever, you can, but you don't feel the need that you have to, mate.
Oh no, I know I don't have to, but I'd like to listen. While I'm on here, I'm not listening fully. And then I can see what's happening in chat, if that's all right, everybody.
Well, yeah, of course, whatever, mate, whatever.
Oh, Evie wants me to stay. I'll stay for Evie then. I think she wants to link. Oh, you've done it already. You beat me to it. Look, you're on it like a car bonnet.
Can you put the link out?
I could probably copy it and send it out.
So what it is, that's how you do it, isn't it? So that's how you mods do that, Because I used to think, how the fuck have they got the link? So what you can do then is once the link's been put out once by the host, you can copy it, can you? And then
you should be able to pin it to the top, but I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, you can pin it, but what it is, we always have the disclaimer pinned anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got advised to put it up just to keep us
Because
safe.
we're dating it to Evie. Evie, can we see your face first, please? Always ask for the face, babe. Always. Never just fucking down in like that because you get yourself shut down.
I'm going to see if I can do it.
You're right. I'm not criticising. I've never...
Yeah,
right,
we've
we've got
got
yeah. You can turn it off if you want. It's up to you. There you go.
Did it
Right,
work?
yeah.
Yeah, it did. I've done it.
Done it. Yep. So yeah, it's not all bad, in my life. It's not. I'm just coming on at times when I'm feeling quite, I feel I need someone, and I don't want to make it like an online presence of this lady is putting lives out in distress, and this lady keeps telling us something's wrong. Because, don't forget, I fought 7 years to get Social Security back, and I got 3 years back. So I live like I did before. Really, when I need something, or my carer says, "Look, your jeans falling apart," and I'll buy it. That doesn't take away that I haven't touched for over a whole year 21 grand of that backdated money, because I'm quite vulnerable. I didn't want to make decisions, and this is not saving, so I'm entitled to my $960 a month DLA and income support and all that. So there was always a plan to just have a second living place in Portugal where my brothers are and my dad moved, and he died in 2010. I mean, it's all a long time ago, but Portugal was my second home because I met my dad when I was 16 and he moved to Portugal when I was 18. So I had a wonderful life with him. I lived in Belgium and I could go 5 times a year to Portugal, see my brothers, you get me? I was on the dole in Belgium, sometimes working, but I saved up for them cheap flights, and Dad would have me and pay my ciggies and everything. So now I'm 55 and I had that money and I didn't spend it. And I contacted a lady who's very precious on YouTube, because you put a simple search in and you can find people, Google finds them that are just like you. So I put cheap land Portugal and the search begins, and I find the region, Castelo Branco, Portugal, where they go for £7,000, 2.5 acres. So you're allowed, because it's rustic land, to put up there a temporary structure, which could be a luxury cabin, a trailer, a caravan, a motorhome. So this lady is called, and I'm not boosting, I'm just saying she's a very lovely lady. She's got about 1,000 or 1,100 subscribers at the moment. She's like us. She sat during the lockdown 2020 in June and decided I've had enough. She had a studio flat in London. She's older, like me, 51, 6 children, doesn't need to do her thing anymore. So she decided, despite having a husband, I'm packing up and I'm doing that, what I plan to do. But I sat on my money because of the lockdown, medically shielding, can't travel. She's got residency. She's done it. So when I look at you and me and everyone around me, like we live on, say, Tesco shopping, maximum 50 quid a week, gas bill 20, 30, you're calculating every penny. And then when you get a lucky hit, are you going to do bad with that money, or you're going to do really good?
Go on.
I said that lady, she was a bit struggling. YouTube is positive and sometimes a bit low. So she said, I'm a bit struggling. The land next to me, 28,000 that I also own. A friend let me down, so I can't go in with her. I need to sell it because I'm falling £700 short on my deeds this month on the land I'm on now. I said, bless you, sweetheart. Now I went to the bank, and they stopped me high and low of transferring £700 to that lady's bank account. And that's a scam, and you are vulnerable. And they had me going back and forward 5 times. I said, that's my money, and I want to give it to Amanda Edwards, who's a publisher on the Amazon. Not many books, but she's done it. She's a successful YouTube creator, and she's called Simply Living in Portugal. So they check it. No, you're not. We want our UK address. That bank is in Lithuania. She lives in Portugal. You're not. I said, that bank is in Lithuania because it doesn't charge her for euros when I send her pounds. So I found a way around it. I went to my PayPal and I'm giving her 100 a go. So I'm not getting hurt. My money is verified. They've got my communication. I'm not getting scammed, and she's a real person. So I want to give you an example that people like us that live on £50 a week Tesco's or Aldi or whatever you do, and those bills are 20, 30, when you get a lucky break, can you come and join me? Because you're all welcome. You know, when I spend £7,000 on a bit of land and I put structure down, I got 21 grand, and your flight is 119 EasyJet and you got a free stay. Can you think about that? Because when I find a little bit of paradise, I share that for free because I'm Evie.
Go on, Evie. Evie, I get you. And me and Mel are like that, you know. I've been saying, I was having a conversation with one of the lads the other day on the phone, and since I have had that, I've said it on here, you know. At the end of the day, Evie, if I ever come into money, I believe I'd give a lot away.
That's what you do. That's why I'm doing it a different way. I'm giving money to that lady to secure my plan for the future. I'm not buying land as yet till I get there. I got to see it. So I'm not buying her land. I'm buying a £7,000 worth land near there. So I have it because I'm a claimant. I can't always be in Portugal. So I will co-sign her and put her in charge of the land. Obviously, I won't keep animals like her. She's got animals. No, she's got no running water. And she's got a Land Rover truck and a river. And also she builds from mud and bags a goblin house. She's a pallet house for free of donated pallets. She shows it all. So that's why I got inspired, and I knew she's a real person like you and me. She's 51, a sweetheart.
I know, but what I've found, though, Evie, what I've found, this is just me. What I've found is, how can I word it? I need to be careful online. I need to be
Because
careful.
of your back
You know what?
history.
Not just that, Evie. What I've
Because
found
not
lately,
everybody's
what
like
I've
us.
found, Evie, right, is people are not always like me.
Yes, I do know you can be gullible and vulnerable in your own right and also taken advantage of because you put your background down. Now, I feel like anyone I talk to here online, I am criminalized for my mental health. So I feel the same as you guys. In one way or another, life kicked you bad in the teeth and we ain't got none left. You know
It's
it.
like-
You
yeah,
know?
it's right, Evie.
And also, when I show my Belgian friends, they see evidence of that none of us get decent healthcare.
So what I
Dentistry.
realised,
None of us gets decent dentistry, you know. Yes.
sorry, Evie, what I've come to realise, though, right, mate, is people can be and be anything they
Who's
want to be
who
online.
online, yeah. But when
Yeah,
I
people
make
can pretend and be anything they want online. Just what they
but
say.
when I make
What I've found, Evie. Sorry,
Exactly.
just let me say this one little bit. What I've found is what people are saying, Evie, right, isn't usually the truth, you know.
Well, you see, if I burn myself and I got 21 grand with 700, I will kick myself because I could have bought a sofa and a coffee table. But am I helping animals? And am I helping Mandy pay that land off this month? Am I paying?
I'm not telling you to. I'm not telling you to do that. And I'm also not
No,
telling
and
you.
I made a suggestion. Showed she didn't coerce me because she was a bit doubtful with what I was doing and why I would do it. And I said, "Well, just let me do this for you." And she said, "You're more than welcome to stay here a month, like I suggested. If you can't, if the land falls through and you can't sell it, then I'll come over and you drive me around to these agencies until I've got the actual land." Yeah, she said, "I'll send you your details and the list that you specifically want in this area where it's cheap, and I will take you to my agent." She'll email them even. So when I arrive, I can drive or get collected from the airport near her, go to the estate agent, find the bank. So because I'm used to down south and I don't know her region, she would be a massive help. Now, normally you pay people like that, like a personal assistant, when you're not very good at walking in a hilly area, and you do it all. And I speak Portuguese and she hardly. And I am very green-fingered like her. My green would be different to her green, you get me?
Yeah.
Because it's legal there, isn't it? It's legal. Yeah. Sorry, people. It's an addiction thing. Sorry.
Bless
I
you.
use it for medicinal. Sorry, I apologize. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, hey, listen, I tell you what, though, Evie, it's good the way you seem positive this morning, you know.
Yeah, I'm not
Then-
trying to convince people that I did the right thing. I just know I did the right thing. And it's
As
given
long
me
as you
hope.
know, that don't matter what anybody else thinks, does it?
Well,
As long
I
as you
don't want people to actually go for something I just said and then burn their fingers and then go like, we saw that on Addiction Live and Evie said, I'm not a reference. Not everyone is that nice as that person I found. So there is gangs in Lithuania selling land and making it look like Portugal. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. Mum's got a house in Bulgaria.
So yes, you do burn your fingers. You know, you would. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good the way you sound positive, man. You've got that positive in your voice, man.
I get very wise from listening to you guys, and I hope I contribute a bit of my.
You do. Not a bit, a lot, man.
You
Not a
lifted
bit,
me up
Evie.
yesterday so much. I've had 5 lives that lifted me up. That's through the day. That's on tap, innit? And that's thanks to you guys doing this initiative. On tap, innit? Even
Yeah,
that
man.
gamery will take me along middle of the night and I'll watch him gaming and he's have a chat and I have a chat and we laugh, you know. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. You're precious.
What it is, Evie, you don't just contribute a bit, you contribute, man. A lot.
I can no longer work as counsellor on the street as verified because of this charity, and I have to have like a behaviour thing, and I've got community order. But I'm still that friend, you know. I still sit on the pavement with them, and I give them a fiver and a chat, and I point them where's the cheap rooms, you know.
Got a good heart, Evie.
Do it, innit? Do what you do, you say.
You've got a good heart, Evie, man.
I can't be taken advantage of. I'm a bit sly. I've always got a back plan.
Good.
Good. That's what we like to hear.
That's what I see with you guys. You can be clever about it, and you can say I'm going all commercial and I'm putting products on my chat and I'm making it look like the anti-world. We are not the rich family vloggers. Look how we live and our bills and our children and how they struggle. And then you're going to get popular because there is something like Benefit Street in the positive that we need to get by in £100 a week universal credit. Not many people know that.
Isn't it, Evie? Times can be hard, man.
And you can be popular showing that in your own right, not like the Ingram's family or the other family vloggers who waste their money on trailers and going everywhere and homeschool their children because they get bullied online otherwise if they come home and mummy and daddy is showing how someone fell over or got nearly drowned. I mean, they do all that and you wouldn't. You're real. So do carry on with your Addiction Live, but you can always change your title and all the viewers you got, they'll still watch you.
Go on, Evie.
Clever, innit?
Yeah. No, Evie. You know, and we couldn't do it without you. We couldn't do it without Mama Marlo and everyone else, Amanda. Everyone couldn't do it without all you.
Yeah. We are dragging up people that are 20, 30, and we're showing them something. We don't realise that we've got to be influenced. They don't like their parents, but they like you. You know.
I like that, what Gypsy Dave's saying. I'm just going to pin it onto the screen. If you can't see it now, it's coming any second. We are not rich financially.
If I had that money and didn't know nice people, then that money would sort of sit there probably in 10 years because I'm so wary of people. And I was 7 years abusive relationship, not 11 years, and I'm 7 years gone, and I'm still, doubtful if I would ever. So you can see how careful you've got to be in life. All of us, careful.
Yeah, we may not be rich financially, but we are rich in life.
You use that word now, power buddy, and I'd never heard it. And power buddy is such a good word. Power buddy. My carer is my power buddy. He's built like a shit brick house. He's an supplier of whatever. And, he's been 22 years my friend. He was care of his girlfriend. They split up. My carer robbed me. So it was quite logical because he knew me before and after the MS that, he knows my ex-partner, Simon Tomlinson, the superbike racer. So, my life is just taken such a drastic change from deciding to walk away and having a month going and biking much and going to Germany and meeting nice people that I wouldn't associate with sexually, but just having a kin. And, all of a sudden I found myself homeless, losing all my benefits, getting arrested 5 times in 2 months. They put a CCTV van outside my house. My landlord got sick of it. Here, had me repossessed legally, so no blame on me. It wasn't anything like an eviction. So within 9 months, then I applied for a Hastings Council homelessness. And despite living 22 years in Hastings, I was told I'm an illegal EU immigrant, and I lived 3.5 years sofa surfing. In the town, I'd lived 22 years. Now, I'm a hard cookie because Hastings is very rough, and 45% of people is on income support, which is now universal credit. So a lot of people wheeling and dealing and gangsterism in a non-violent way. So, we rob a supermarket and sell it in the pub, and that's a long time ago. But, it's a different world, Hastings, to the next village where it's Big Hill, and it's all peaceful and retired. And I live in Eastbourne now 4 years, where it's all, it's bigger, anonymous, and people don't swear in the shops or call each other CUNT every 5 minutes, which happens in Hastings. So it's a different life. I'm happier. I'm single. I'm damaged. He's still damaging me today because you saw in my recent life videos that someone who's so possessive that he dates police officers and CPS officers to get at you, he needs checking, not me, who has been driven in the ground. Amanda saw it,
Bastard.
Bastard. How does he get away with it? Oh, he's free. He's got a big persona. He's a Leo. He's a podium beast. He's addicted to a lot of stuff, even like sexualized stuff. And, it's always extreme and varied. So I shouldn't have been in his shoes. But on the second day of being in his house, with, 4 weeks into the relationship, he picked me up when I was rude to him, just jokingly. And he threw me around the front room and he said, I'll have you thrown out of a high-speed car if you don't do exactly what I say. I stayed with him for 11 years. Believe me, I stayed, You don't often hear of these things. It's quite scary. How can you live next to someone who might explode at any minute because they're adrenaline junkies, they use whiskey, cocaine, they have a lifestyle that you never seen. They spend £1,000 on Christmas per child. I never seen it, So, yeah, I'm glad out of there, but it doesn't mean that for 7 years I'm hounded into the ground, destitute, homeless, no benefits, criminalised. And now it's enough. I come out with it. I've told it all, It's enough.
It's
that's hard. That's hard, isn't it? Coming out of that.
Yeah, sure.
I should imagine it's hard to live through that, man, Amy.
It's 2014, 3 years he had me living on £280 a month, no joke. No NHS, 3 years on £280 DLA, my non-means tested. And they wouldn't give me discretionary because they needed that result of the Department of Work pension, and that took 3 years to come about. So I want it. I want it. That's why I've got the 3 years backdated income support. And my rent paid because I owed $68,000 to social housing. I mean, there was no pressure on me, was there? There was. When you're mentally vulnerable and disabled and you get semi-incontinent when you have multiple sclerosis, I was sofa surfing at my carers. I had a blow-up Lilo and I was allowed to sit in a garden chair. You know what I mean?
Bastards.
They have put me through the works. I wouldn't say I was wearing adult nappies, but when I coughed, I'm 50 and I've got MS and I'm stressed and I'm smoking something and I'm coughing. And Jim said, I've never seen you like this. I said, Jim, I'm a wreck. So one night, me and him were fighting and it got into, because we're just long-term friends and I used to date his brother, so we're anything beyond that. So we were fighting and he pushed me. And I said, I had enough and I'm going to do this trick on you. I call the cops and you tell me off. He said, why are you doing that? I said, yeah, it's for fun. I didn't film in those days. I should have. So I call the cops and I say my carer is pushing me around. So they come. And I said, I'm going to use you as pizza delivery man and you got to take me at midnight to a B&B because he's dangerous. And he goes, she's unreasonable. So like that. And they said to Jim, do you want us to arrest her in the kitchen? And I said, I called you guys. And it went into stupid because the cop came back in the front room. He said, Evie Von, go to your bed. I said, are you my dad? Are you my... And I went to my bed because I had to side with the carer and the cops because I would be really in trouble otherwise. So the prank ended there. They went, but don't ever do that because you can get yourself seriously into trouble.
It's very, isn't it, Evie?
Oh, that was bad. You know, calling the cops a prank on your carer. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that.
Go on, tell what Evie, man. Go on, Evie. It's good to laugh, mate. It's good to laugh.
It was hilarious. Me and Jim, he did say you're a fucking grass afterwards. I said, no, I'm not. I really didn't mean for any of us to be. You're a fucking grass. He went to me.
See you later, Ice Chain, man.
It's not all bad in my life, you know.
No, it's not, mate. It's not, man.
It does sound very extreme at times. And you think, what the hell is this woman talking about? But yeah, I'm a Gemini. I'm a bit of a thrill seeker. And I dip like a butterfly through life all the time. I have a little taste and I quickly run off because it's fucking dangerous. You know what I mean?
Me and Mella, Geminis, got split personalities.
No
No,
wonder
thank
I
you.
get on with you guys. Like I'm from 22nd of May, 1966. You know, vintage. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Geminis, we're Geminis. Right, what we're going to do, because it is 12:15, and Kingston's dad will be coming for him soon. So I think what I'm going to do is, I think that'll be a good time to end it. We're still,
On a positive.
we're back. We're back at 8 o'clock again tonight, guys. Saturday night quiz. Is it Saturday night?
Yeah.
Saturday night quiz tonight. Evie,
Yeah.
if you can come over and participate in the quiz.
Friday night, yes, I've got a few hours free, no problem. Yeah.
Yeah, it's always good to have your Evie over here, man.
Yeah, I do gaming a lot because I sit down all day long most week. So yeah, I will pop in on and off. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good to see. Yeah.
No,
Just as a
Saturday.
note, don't ever be scammed. Don't burn your fingers.
No, just
You know,
yeah,
I
just
don't
make sure
want to
Evie.
instigate anyone donating money when they shouldn't. You know.
Sorry, just make sure that that you're that you know that you're aware and that people can say and do and be whatever they want to be
Whatever
online.
they are online, whatever
And
they
people,
are.
do you know what I found, Evie? People are not always
No, but I bought her books, you know, and I've got her English address and her Portuguese and both bank accounts for verification, and I'm only paying PayPal because the bank stopped me from doing it, you know.
yeah.
So
But what
I'm
I'm
being
saying, Evie,
ultra careful, you know.
just because you were you and you were honest and what you say, you're honest. Not everyone online is,
Yeah,
man.
we do get that when we're not criminally minded and we don't get into the head of the criminal. We do not if you're autistic, for instance, you do not understand that intent to harm someone.
Exactly. So just all I'd say is be careful online. Be
Yeah.
careful for stop, but
There is a
definitely
reason why my bank stopped me from doing it.
exactly. So just be what I'd say. I'm not saying that they are that this.
No,
this
but they have to
is-
protect me and themselves because if I get scammed, they have to repay me. So that's why they are protecting their company more than me, but me at the same time. Yeah.
you know, and I'm not saying that this person, whoever you've, whoever.
No, she's
I'm not saying
searchable.
she is. I'm not saying she is, Evie, but I'm not. I'm also.
No,
not
I'm
saying
so
that-
decent to not even put a link up because you know you can search, and it's called Simply Living Portugal. She's a real person, but I'm not asking anyone to contribute to what I'm doing, so it's fine. It's fine, you know.
Yeah, just be. I'd say just.
I'm very gentle with people until they get on my skin. So really, believe me, I've got a brother in Portugal who's a tattooist who works for, does put tattoos on Hells Angels and a motorised policeman. So I would never be in any form of danger, but I didn't tell you that, Torbs, you know. So. I got a brother who's Hells Angels. So sorry, though. Sorry, though.
I'm just looking. Oh yeah, I've got that channel that you're on about 1,100 subscribers, 41 videos. I'm going to check them out. I am.
She's very good. She's very good. Yeah, she's not poor, but she stretches herself to the limits, not having running water and a farm, and also taking so much on board. You know, she just got a bit let down by someone she bought with. That's all, you know.
Right then, I'm gonna end it here then because I've got a lot to do around
Have
the
a
house.
busy day. Enjoy it.
And we will catch us all at 8 o'clock tonight. If you are over here, at 8 o'clock, we will see you at 8 o'clock. And until then, guys, please stay safe, be
Love you
lucky,
lots.
and have a good day. And right back at you, love you lots as well, Evie, man. You know, right
Yeah,
back
have
at
a
you.
great day, guys. Lots
My
of love
house
to
is
everybody.
your house, is my house, is your house, is my house, is your house.
Go on,
My
mate.
land
Go
is
on.
your land, is my land, is your
And
land.
and Evie, it's good, it's nice. To hear you back positive today, mate.
Well, it doesn't. It goes up and down with bipolar
I know,
affected. Yes, I'm
I
high
know.
flying. I'm not wasting my money.
I know, mate. I know.
It's on
I
display,
identify
actually.
with that up and down, Evie. I identify with it, mate.
Well,
I'm
this
like
is it. If we got the extreme and the split personality type, then we will go from rock bottom to within hours, high up, quite, you know.
it's right, isn't it, Evie? Right, guys. Then that's it.
Okay.
Then I am
Be safe,
gonna.
everybody. Have a great day.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Take care.
Oh, you're more than welcome. No thank yous needed. Take care, Amanda.
You
Uh,
too. Laters.
And Mel shouting bye, everyone. And yeah, it's been lovely again today. Been lovely today again. Before the goes, anyone wants to shot on the table? You know, I used to go to meetings, right? And the reason I've just said that, guys, is this, right? So I used to go to meetings, right? And I could get quite shy and think, right, I want to say this, I want to say that, I want to say that. I've just identified, or I'm struggling with this, and I want to say this. And I didn't have the fucking balls, if that's the right word, at the beginning. But I soon got to a place where I wasn't shy to open my mouth. So anyway, basically, is there anything anyone would like to share or get off the chest before I close this down?
Leave it here, don't take it with you.
Yeah, leave it here and don't take it with you. Yeah, man. Give him a couple of minutes and then we'll vacate. So that's a no, guys. Is that a no? Nobody's got anything they want to say? And you're welcome, JJ, man. All of you are more than welcome. You know, because it wouldn't be a good life without you, man. Without yous. Right then, that's it then, guys. I am gonna press the button. I've pressed one. No, because you have to press. See what happens when you're on here. You have to press end broadcast, and then it pops up with another box what says not yet, or then you've got to press end broadcast again, and then it stops. So we're halfway there, closing it down, guys. Peeps, even. Okay, right, that's it. Then I'm out. I'm out, peeps. I'll catch you tonight, 8 o'clock. Please have a good day. And we'll catch us later on tonight at 8 o'clock. I strongly advise that you go and get some revision done because it's going to be a hard quiz tonight, guys. 8 o'clock quiz tonight. Respect. See you later.